Hello network engineers, so my name is Law Kumar Shah and today we're going to talk about the BGP protocol. So, when people are learning the CCNA and CCNP, they always scared with the BGP protocol. Let me help you to, understand in the easy way. So BGP stands for the Border Gateway Protocol. It's a two flavor we have it. One is a eBGP and another we have a iBGP. Today we are going to talk about the eBGP, also called as a External BGP. So the reason it's called as external BGP because we are forming the neighborship, right? We are configuring the eBGP between the two different autonomous system number. Understand this example. So we have a router 1 and then we have router number 2 right now. And assume it the router 1 belongs to the company XYZ and the router 2 belongs to the company ABC right now. And of course, if they belong to the XYZ company or ABC company, they will be a part of the different autonomous system number. We'll make a separate video on the autonomous system number. So assume it the router 1 belong to the AS number 1, right? And router 2 belong to the AS number 2. And I'm also going to consider this interface we have. It's a 0/0 interface, 0/0 interface. We have IP address of this guys are 12.1, this guys are 12.2. Okay. Now, if I'm going to form the neighborship between the XYZ company to the ABC company, this concept, right, this neighborship is called as the eBGP neighborship. We can also call it the external BGP. So what happened over here, I'm going to form the neighborship from router 1 to the router number 2. So 12.1 is going to form the neighborship with the 12.2. That's my eBGP direct neighborship. Same way, what happened in eBGP, we have another option. We can form the indirect neighborship as well. That's called the multi-hop neighborship. So assume we have a, let's say, black again, and I have a one loop back over is a 1.1.1.1, right? And we have another loop back over is 2.2.2.2.2. So if I'm going to form the neighborship, right? If I'm going to form the neighborship between the loop back to loop back, that's a indirect one, multi-hop. That concept is called the indirect BGP neighborship. So we have a two option. If you see that, we have a direct neighborship, right, which is a part of the same broadcast domain, and we have a indirect neighborship, right, which is the part of the eBGP again. So indirect neighborship is happening between the two different broadcast domain. Direct neighborship is happening between the same broadcast domain. Now here I'm going to add one more point over here. So let's say example, I have a one route, right, which is behind the router number 1. Let's say example, I have a 11.0.0.0/8, right? So when I'm going to advertise this route from router 1 to the router number 2, right? This 11.0.0/8, this is the update packet that's going to carry the routing information. So when the router 2 is going to receive this route, what router 2 will do that? Router 2 is going to install this route in the routing table as the AD value 20. So eBGP use the AD 20, right? Whereas the iBGP use the AD 200. So we'll make a separate video on the iBGP. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any question, please put the question in the comment box. Thank you.